Wir verwenden das Tuba Clean-System nun seit Mitte 2016.
We have now been using the Tuba Clean system since the middle of 2016. Meanwhile, due to its ease of use and the short amount of time it requires, it has become part of the majority of ear surgical procedures in my clinic. Retraction of the eardrum, adhesions, cholesteatomas, or non-healing eardrum defects can develop as the result of chronically restricted middle ear ventilation. During a middle ear surgical procedure, middle ear surgeons wish to have at hand the possibility of probing the eustachian tube to identify its patency or blockages, and if necessary also to rinse it with sterile saline. Indication for the use of the Tuba Clean system is basically any situation in which one would like to verify the patency of the eustachian tube, but also all forms of mucoid otitis media, eustachian tube dysfunction, otitis media mesotympanalis and epitympanalis, or simply to clean the eustachian tube at the end of a middle ear surgical procedure. Once the tympanic opening in the pharyngotympanic tube is identified, a catheter can be inserted with either the fingers or using the insertion forceps. In the majority of cases, advancing is possible into the nasopharyngeal lumen without resistance. In a few isolated cases, bony resistance can be felt after about 1 to 2 centimeters. In this case, the mandarin should be carefully retracted a little way. The catheter can almost always then be advanced again without any problem, similar to the passage through the slight curvature of the bony isthmus region. If necessary, a skilled, experienced middle ear surgeon can even insert the catheter into the tympanic opening at the usual location without seeing the tympanic opening.
Während der Katheterisierung der Ohrtrompete ist es
During catheterization of the eustachian tube, it is generally possible to monitor the emergence of the catheter in the nasopharyngeal zone. From our initial experiences, it lends itself to a second surgeon who, without encroaching on the sterile situs of the middle ear surgical intervention, can examine the nasopharynx through the nose during the operation using an endoscope. This can be a flexible fiberscope. Such a visualization of the catheter in the nasopharyngeal zone is not absolutely necessary. However, particularly at the start, during training in the method, it offers the security of knowing that the passage is successful and we can reliably identify the catheter in the nasopharyngeal zone. The catheter can now be retracted with continuous rinsing into the eustachian tube lumen. During rinsing within the eustachian tube, we notice a slightly increased rinsing pressure. Finally, the rinsing solution escapes perceivably for the surgeon from the middle ear. With this catheter, we surgeons have the opportunity to examine and rinse the eustachian tube non-traumatically from the middle ear region during surgery.